Every legend has a story. Every story has a beginning.
Price
New
is
energy,
moving.
new show, new money. The D-Money Show. Live on YouTube. Weekdays at 1:30 p.m. Eastern.
Took those buys off the 200 level. Who's doing it like we doing it at the BDH, the D-Money Show, Power Hour? Nobody's doing it like us, chat. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I close. I'm out. Where's my money bucket? Where's that money bucket at? It's raining money, chat. It's raining money. The market maker's raining money on me. We got a visitor, chat. Let's see who it is. Jerome's in the house. Live from the BDH. I'm here, baby. That boy good. That boy good. That boy good. Yo, 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 yo. We back in the building. It's Monday. It's 1:30. Man, oh man. That boy good. Carlos, what's up? The 1450 show. Let's go. Hey. We back in the building. Let me take a second to kind of shout out the people that were first on the stream. Kenny Yaya. Second on the comments. Let's go. Shorting Rob. Jerry. Pierre. Or Peary. Tim Hoffey, what's up? Good to have you guys on the stream. SRSL Best World EU. That boy good. Johnny. We just trying to make a little money. Quest Links, good to have you on stream. Hey, I'm happy to be here. What up, Eugene? What about the World Series? Man, the Dodgers pulled it out, right? That pitcher. So the crazy thing about it, Ohtani, in that game, I mean, you know, I guess he was overall in the series the second person in line for the MVP. So. But he's probably going to win MVP of the National League, so it was a good game for sure. MCents FPY, what do I trade? I trade Nasdaq. Let's go. Just trying to make a little money. I am kind of watching this chat really quick because we do have an EMA cross. This is a 5-minute chart, and I'm kind of watching this right now, to be honest, because if this current candle kind of closes where it is, then we're probably going to get a push higher. And of course, it's doing it like right now, right? On the 5-minute chart. So probably going to wait for this 5-minute candle to close and I'll try to re-enter. D-Money, have you ever watched Inter Miami Messi game? No, Isaiah, but that's on my bucket list. Actually, I need to go to a game. I saw he extended his contract. I actually read an article today, believe it or not, that Beckham bought the team, I think, for like 25 million, and now it's worth like 1.2 billion. Is that facts? That's crazy right there. That's a crazy investment. German Flores, what's up, D-Money, the comeback? Hey, we just trying to make a little money. Happy Trades 11. Greetings and good afternoon to everyone from Coachella, California. Let's go. What's up, D-Money? Finished trading early. Just here to support you, bro. Hey, I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. Really does. So we're going to see what kind of money I can get, chat. What kind of trades I can catch. I mean, right now, price is kind of grinding to the upside. I mean, I see that. EMA cross, bullish. This is a retest on this current 5-minute candle. So I am kind of watching that. We need to hold this 136 level. So if I'm going to take a buy, my stop is going to be below 136. Let's go. Brutal chop. Yeah, I see it. It's crazy, man. Benjamin, what's up, D-Money? Let's get this bread. Are we using 930 opening range or new? I'm not really using the opening range, to be honest. I'm just basically using the price action that I kind of see right now. I see bullishness until we break break back below the EMA cross. So I'm actually looking for a buy, to be honest. Maybe we can test that 234 area if they're gonna push it hard enough. So Pierre, love you, D-Money. Hey, I appreciate that. Mark had a good morning and grinded out 1,000 on MMQ. Nice. All right, so yeah, I'm looking for a buy here, guys. I'm gonna take a buy in a second if I can get a little bit deeper of a retest. My stop is gonna be below 136. And that's just based off the current EMA cross that we have. And it's pretty much holding. So if it can't, so I'm gonna take a buy in a split second. Yeah, I'm gonna take a buy, guys. My stop is gonna be 136. I'm gonna try to see if we can push a little higher. I'm in a buy. I know we just started the stream, but I gotta take the trade when I see the setup, right? So I wanna see if we can push at least to 166. That's 16 points. I'm just playing the momentum that I see already on the chart. So stop is below the EMA or below 137. I'm trying to see if we can get to at least 166. Top of this candle. I'm just trying to play into the momentum that I see on the chart, right? I want to see if we can hold and push up. There you go. There you go. There you go. That boy good. Nice. I'm closing there, chat. First trade. Let's go. That boy good. Haha. Let's go. Yeah. How many points is that scalp? It's gonna probably tap 165. So, but I'm taking what I can get, guys. That was almost $600 per account. And you're basically, that's on three of these accounts right now, right? So that's actually over $1,800. So I anticipate it's gonna push hard right now. Coming up to, it's gonna tap that 166. Let's go. Right now, call him the Federal Reserve, how much he be printing. I know that was a quick trade, guys, but drop a W in the chat if you took that scalp. I mean, basically from where I kind of called it, that's to the top, that's almost 20 points, believe it or not. Let's go. Just trying to make a little money. So let me, Jerome still in? I'm holding, Benjamin, I'm holding. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I didn't get greedy, guys. I took it off the, I'm not gonna get greedy. It's probably gonna, to be honest, I mean, I know that that's almost a 20-point scalp. So you gotta be content on that. And it moved quicker than I thought. So I wasn't gonna, I'm content. Wait for the next setup now, right? If you're holding, I mean, that's up to you, right? I'm just trying to make a little money. Trying to get this darker. So, all right. Why did I take the trade? And there you go, right? There's a push. I wouldn't be surprised if this next candle maybe has even more momentum, but read the disclosure, just education purpose. Exactly, guys. I'm not a financial advisor, right? So, and like I said, I'm just kind of calling out the trades that I'm taking. And if you trade with D-Money long enough on the stream, if you follow the stream and basically kind of see what I'm calling out, then you're probably gonna pick up on a lot of those trades. So that's why I said, if you took that trade, drop a W in the chat. But obviously I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving financial advice. So let's go. Do I think we'll hit 15-minute high? Let me check out the 15-minute chart. I mean, it's looking good on the 15-minute chart. I mean, actually, if this 15-minute candle closes bullish, like how it's closing right now, then there's probably more upside. So that's why I'm not kind of getting married to this I didn't get married to that trade because if you notice though, we're above the EMAs, we're putting in higher lows and prices expanding to the upside. So that's why that was a quick in and out trade. So what's your main indicator, Barney Barnes? Not the EMAs, I know that, but you only buy or sell when they are above or below. Yeah, so if they're above or below the 5 minute, yeah, exactly. So if I'm looking for buys, I'm actually looking at the EMAs on a 5 minute chart. I want to see them spread apart. And if you notice, you have that on the 5 minute chart. You have the EMAs pretty much spread apart. There's a nice little gap. You got a bullish EMA cross. So when price retests the EMAs, there's typically an expansion higher. So that's what I was looking at. I didn't take any trades this morning, chat. So I had my daughter this weekend. I had to drop her off at daycare. So that's why I was a little quick on the trigger on that trade. But all right, this is the day. This is the 1 hour chart. And basically kind of like what I'm looking at on this chart is 26,274. That's basically previous day's high, right? Which is Friday's high. So if they're gonna push it to another level, maybe, you know, if they're gonna push it higher, maybe it goes to that level. So I'm aware of that. And I see on the 1 hour chart, like I kind of said before, right? Basically, all I'm doing is trying to align with the higher time frame. This is a 1 hour chart. And as you can see, price is putting in wicks that are pretty much, you got a wick that was put in, you got a higher low, and then you got this current 1 hour candle. So I'm just trying to join the momentum. I think at least probably to 189, right? Which is pretty close, but I wouldn't be surprised if they pushed all the way up to 274. If you're a support and resistance trader, you're gonna say that 274 is like that area. Did I get my payout? No, that's actually should be this week. That's what I'm aiming for this week, by the end of the week. The sport's done. Hey, D-Money, hope you enjoyed your weekend. Good to see you. Hey, good to see you too. I appreciate that, man. I had a pretty chill weekend. I was talking with Ginger. So chilled out with my daughter this weekend and no complaints. I'm gonna ride. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, so like I said, this 15-minute candle, I want it to close bullish. I was kind of, you know, and it is looking that way right now. But I'm going to let it close. Obviously, I took a nice little scalp. Up over $1,800 on the day so far. Didn't trade this morning, so I'm going to bag it. Bag the profit, right? Is Ginger real or a voice or a voice in my head? Chat's undefeated. Let's go. Guys, if this is your first time tuning into the stream, I appreciate it. You rocking with D-Money. This is the D-Money show. Took one trade, quick trade, over 15 points. D-Money, did anybody stop you Friday in your costume and say, hey, Blattrick Wieland, LOL? Oh, man. Yeah, Ginger's real, guys. So, let's go. How many accounts you copy trading, boss? Today I'm copy trading 3. It just depends on the setup I see. These are 3 Lucid funded accounts. Is Jerome a better trader than me? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, man. Let's give D-Money the likes he deserves. Come on, guys. Hey, I appreciate that. We got already, guys, there's only 144. We got 1,300, almost 1,350 people watching. So If you're new to the stream, I appreciate you tuning in. Already took one trade, which was a buy. A lot of W's in the chat off of that as well. So hit the like button if you're new to the channel. I appreciate it. Subscribe. Let's go. Just trying to make a little money. You should get 300K Apex accounts and beef it up. Yeah, that's gonna, guys. I'm gonna, trust me. I'm gonna get. My goal is to be up to obviously 20 Apex accounts and run them up. I mean, that's gonna happen for sure. Jerome is a Dejin. All right, so let's look at the 4-hour chart. Somebody wanted me to take a look at the 4-hour chart. Let me take these off. So right now, I mean, it's looking really good, to be honest. I mean, if it closes like this, right? I mean, that's a bullish pin bar on a 4-hour chart. So, but you got about 14 minutes left. So not gonna jump the gun. That's why I'm gonna be a little patient. This 15-minute candle just closed. Doesn't have a wick at the bottom. So if I'm looking for a buy right now, my stop needs to be below 140, which is actually a decent risk reward, right? Like the 14 EMA on the 15-minute chart is actually 133. So that's just kind of playing into the theory that, okay, if price is in momentum, it should hold. Now, if I want a 10-point stop, then my stop loss will be below the previous 15-minute candle, which is like 140. So I'm just kind of watching here to see how this price action kind of plays out. D-Money, have you traded better or worse since joining the BDH Live? Probably better, to be honest, because I'm more disciplined, trying to stick to my rules. When I don't stick to my rules, guys, I blow accounts. I'm just being honest with you. I always keep it 100 with you guys. So this is the 15-minute chart, and like I said, you don't have a wick on the bottom. But yeah, if this 4-hour candle can close how it's closing, I mean, that's great for bulls, in my opinion, right? So far it's closing as a bullish pin bar. I mean, that's what you want to see, but you got some time left. Now, I am a little concerned about the previous 4-hour candle because it was a rejection candle. So that is a little concerning, to be honest. Five-minute chart is rejecting. And this is where you have to be like kind of careful, right? Because you're going into the close of a 1-hour candle. You got about 12 minutes left on this 1-hour candle. So I'm gonna be a little patient. And I am interested to see how this 4-hour candle closes. That boy D-Money got the keys to the BDH. Take out the Porsche. Let's go. But you see, yeah, there's a reaction back up, right? So I'm kind of watching this. Crap volume today. Yeah, that's why I'm taking what I can get. I'm not getting married to trades. So, all right, current 15-minute candle is rejecting that low so far. But we're kind of consolidating right above the EMAs on the 15-minute chart. So like I said, if I want to buy, my stop would basically be back at the 14 EMA, which is like that 133 area. Because I don't want to see price back below their short term, because if so, it might want to revisit these lows. And you're coming up to the close of a candle. So remember, you got the close of a 1-hour candle in about 11 minutes or 10 minutes and a half, and you got the open of a new 4-hour candle. Spad33, yo, D Money, hey, what's up? Do all those upper wicks on the 5 minute? Is that what I'm not sure what. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just playing the price action. Higher highs are being put in, higher lows are being put in. So I'm kind of playing into that theory. But I'm being a little cautious now only because we're coming up on the close of a candle. And to be honest, I mean, I've already taken one trade, right? So I'm gonna try to be patient here and try to see if this is a retest. So like this will be a small risk reward trade. Like if I got in right here, my stop will be basically below 136. Because I don't want to see price back below this 136 level, right? Because that means that higher low that was just put in didn't hold. And if we're gonna remain bullish short term, it should hold. And that's a small risk reward, right? Like stop loss would be 137, not even 10 points on that trade. I'm gonna buy a new account. Please help me pass it. Oh man. So like this 166 level is the previous high, like swing high, right? So now we're rejecting. So this is what I was saying, right? Like if I'm bullish short term going into the close of a 1 hour candle, I don't want to see us back below 136 because that could be a deeper retest coming, and that's the close of a 1 hour candle. And notice how, see how like now it's like back inside of that range. Like I don't want to see that low here be broken, basically. If it breaks, that's not good short term for bulls. Scary action in larger time frame. Yeah, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. So this is the this is the 1 hour chart, and the 14 EMA on the 1 hour chart is 120. So a lot of times you'll get like a tap of the EMA and then you'll get a reaction back to the upside. So, but like I said, we're very close to the close of that candle. So I'm gonna kind of be patient and wait to see how price opens up right on the next candle. I missed the orange wig. Let's go. Sio Watts 2600. Are you playing it off the opening range? No, not necessarily. I'm playing it off price action, basically. Not necessarily the opening range. But a lot of times at the close of a candle, like a higher time frame candle I'm referring to, so like the 1 hour and the 4 hour, you get a move the opposite direction, and that's why I'm kind of being cautious right now. All right, so perfect example, right? Remember earlier when I clicked on the 4 hour chart, it was a bullish pin bar and I was trying to close as a bearish pin bar. So that's why a lot of times in the last couple minutes 10-15 minutes of the close of a candle, you'll get a reaction. So you have to be a little patient. Do I prefer evaluation or direct accounts? I mean, probably direct accounts, because you don't have to pass an evaluation. And then now it's pushing back up, right? AJH Trades, D-Money, you should come to my bar for dinner on me one night. I'm in the Daniel Point Plaza off 95 in Broward. AJH Trades, what's your bar? I was actually there. I was in Daniel Point last week, actually. I went to Cooper's Hawk. Let's go. Oh, nice. Tommy Bahama, that's your bar? Oh man, hey, I'll definitely hit you up, brother. I'll definitely be there. All right, so I'm just kind of being patient. We got 4 minutes left, not even, right? A little bit less than 4 minutes. Trying to see how this candle closes on the 1 hour chart. It's reacting pretty much off the EMA to the upside. Is this candle going to close bullish and kind of maintain what's been happening? Higher lows have been being put in, so that's what I'm, it's trying right now. 4 hour candle right now is a doji candle. So is it going to close as a bullish pin bar? 14 and 50 EMA. Let me tag that real quick. All right, guys, we got almost 1,700 people tuned into the show. We only got 400 likes. Ginger just told me, so do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. Do me a solid. I would appreciate it. I already took one trade, winning trade, right? It was turned out to be like a 20-point scalp. Picked up like 15, 16 points on that first trade. $526. Yeah, it updates all the time. Sometimes, like, Stella, one of D-Money, let's all go to Tommy Bahama on his treat, LOL. Yeah, so sometimes they're the lights guys, they update like randomly, so. Where's Ginger? Ginger's here. She just told me how many likes we got. Yeah, we got almost 1,700 people watching, guys. It's not even 2 o'clock yet. Let's go. And by the way, guys, if this is your first time, I apologize in advance, because I'm gonna you're gonna hear me kind of like thanking you guys for tuning into the stream and all of that stuff. So I am humbled by that and appreciative of it. So thank you very much for tuning in to the D-Money Show. Just trying to make a little money. What is happening today? So boring session. Yeah. I mean, took one trade already. All right, so there's my 1 minute alert. So we got 1 minute left for the close of this 4 hour and 1 hour candle. This is the 1 hour candle. Looking bearish right now. It was able to put in, however, a higher high. So, and it's kind of like, it's only a few points away from that 120 level is the 14 EMA on the 1 hour chart. MPCY 577. Where's my child support Jerome? Let's go. It's so hard to grab 10 to 20 points when I'm trading micros. I mean, you can still, yeah, well, I think the fees are, you're probably talking about the fees, right? Because the fees are a little different. Do you know the time scale does not show at the bottom of your chart? If you can please include it, that would help me when I rewatch the recording. Thanks. Oh, sorry guys. 1 second. Just flipping this around. Yeah, I hear you on that. So, all right, so here we go. Here's the open of a new 1 hour candle. Right now it closed above the 14 EMA. So is it gonna bounce off the EMA? So this is like a little tricky area, to be honest. 15-minute chart. All right, 1 second. Adjust this, guys. Short bear trap? Yeah, I mean, it could be. I'm not sure. Gonna find out. Because it's selling off. So this is why I kind of wait for those hourly closes. And if you kind of notice right now on the 5-minute chart, we are getting some bearish momentum temporarily, right? So I want to see if price closes below this 50 EMA. That's the blue line on the 5-minute chart. So we got about 2.5 minutes left. And if this short-term low, 26,090, is that going to hold? Yeah, I do not use VWAP. I do not use VWAP. Nothing against it. I just don't use it. Somebody said they're slamming a short. Nice. Yeah, I just wait for a candle close. I mean, that's just how I trade, because I've done that multiple times and I always get yoked. So go figure. So just being a little patient. But as of right now, yeah, it is. So, all right, what I'm saying, guys, if I'm bullish, I want to see this short-term area hold, because that's like a little swing low area, right? That was put in. So I don't want to see price back below basically 26,000, like 88 or 90 area. Gilbert Sales 3380. I admire your patience. Hey, I appreciate that. I'm always honest with you guys that when I'm not patient, I blow accounts. And you notice how, all right, so perfect example. You see how this is like retesting now? And then you got to slam down. So it's like some weird price action. Oh, man. Gotta love NQ. All right, you got about 8 seconds left. So like I said, this 90 level needs to hold if we're going to be short-term bullish. And that also kind of matches up with the 15-minute chart, where the last time we were kind of like in this area, we had a reaction back up. So I want to see if this level is going to get flushed. If we flush this area, then probably new lows on the session could come, right? I mean, 26,000 maybe. So just being patient. Yeah, I see that head and shoulders on the 15. D, I know you always speak on you being blessed for the opportunity to be at the BDH, but the chat is blessed to have you here. Your value is definitely seen. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I'm humble, guys. Honestly. When is Jerome coming? He owes me child support. I don't know. You never know when Jerome's gonna pop up, guys. So he got escorted off the premises Friday, so who knows? King Abyss Gaming Official, we love you, D-Money. Hey, I love you guys. I'm happy to be here. I'm appreciative to be here. Just trying to make a little money. All right, guys. So we're getting the reaction so far off like pretty close to the area, right? So that we kind of had a bounce last time. So is this going to be a higher low being put in for more upside? That's what I'm kind of watching. So, and by the way, this is the 15-minute chart. This is the 15-minute chart that I'm on right now. So I'm just watching to see, because a higher high was put in. Now, is this a retest? Kind of missed that bounce, that initial bounce. So this is what it looks like on the 5-minute chart. A lot of selling pressure down. Are we going to bounce from this area? So that's what I'm waiting for. Jerome, that boy not good. Let's go. Jerome snatched your EBT card. Oh, man. All right, guys, we got 1,825 people watching. Hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button, guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. You rocking with D-Money. This is the D-Money show. Took one trade already, took a buy. Looking for the next setup. I'm trying to see if this area is going to hold. And this is like a higher low being put in compared to these swing lows that were pretty much put in, right? That's what I'm waiting for. If we can close back above the 14 EMA, which is like that 26,136 level, then that's great short term for me for buys, because that shows some pretty good strength. If we stay below the EMA, then that's not great if I'm, based off how I trade, if I'm a short term bull. Because right now we probably got an EMA cross to the downside, if I had to guess, on the 2-minute chart, 1-minute chart, that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm referring to, right? Oh, man. Jerome says he taught me everything I know. Yeah, I know. I saw the stream, guys. This guy, man. First I'm a nerd, now he taught me everything I know, right? Go figure, Jerome. Bouncing around the 200 EMA also. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of watching this. I want to see how this plays out. It's hard to like kind of be bearish right now because we had a reaction here. So, but we are rejecting the 14 and 50 EMA, I mean, that's like a little 10-point scalp, right? If I was like shorting right off the EMA, my stop would have to be back above the EMA. So like my stop would be 139 roughly. But I'm just being patient because I saw, and it's kind of nasty because even though the previous 4-hour candle closed bearish, it closed with a long wick at the bottom. So that for me tells me that there's some buyers. I mean, this wick is 113 points on the 4-hour chart. That bottom wick is 113 points on the previous 4-hour candle. So that tells me that there's some buyers in this area, right? So I'm just being a little cautious. So this is a little tricky price action. I would not be surprised with us closing about 26,300. It's possible. Look at that wick on the 4-hour to the downside, right? All right, so are we gonna consolidate in this area and push up, or are we gonna break down? So, right, that's what I'm kind of waiting for. Lee Prince, Fresco, yeah, I'm up 700, so I'm staying cash until I see a good setup. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Questlets, you the best. Hey, I appreciate that. In regards to the time scale, the reason yours is not showing up because in setting camera, you have the text color set to white, and that's guys, you know the time right now, right? So the time is actually 2:11 Eastern Standard Time. So I start the stream every day around 1:30, right? So typically the stream's over around 4 o'clock. So it's like easy math as far as I'm literally calling out, okay, a new 4-hour candle just opened, right? The 4-hour candle opens at 2 o'clock. The time scale is not showing, guys, because the way that we run OBS here, and it's not gonna give you the full setup. It's not gonna give you the full, I can only fit so much in the screen, if that makes any sense. All right, can we get back above this 26,133? Or are we gonna collapse? All right, so we're holding right now. Let's see what we got. 2 minutes left on this candle. The low of this candle is 107. Trying to see something, guys. Yeah, so that's why you can't see the time scale at the bottom, guys. It's not gonna. I can't fit everything on the screen because it's OBS. That's just how it is when you're with the setup. So, I'm looking for. I like the buy here, to be honest. Stop trying to see if we can get back to 135. I'm in a quick buy, guys. We'll see if we can push up to 135. Or 139 area. I'm gonna watch it though, because if it breaks, I want to see us move like now. If it rejects, then I'll close it, right? Because we had a reaction here last time. So I'm just kind of watching to see if we can bust back above here. We had a lot of selling pressure. And let's see if it dies down. Yep, so it's rejecting, so I don't like that. So I'm gonna close probably. Second stop would be definitely 107, but I'm not even gonna give it that much. Yeah. Oh, let's see. All right, I'm probably gonna close this. Yeah. So I'm gonna close this out more than likely. If we can't get a pop here pretty quick back to the EMA, then I'm not interested, right? Trying to give it some time. Got to be cautious because this is like, could be a bearish EMA cross, right? So I want to see us back at the EMA, like pretty quick. Trap sellers and then push higher. 139 would be like my take profit if we can get there. Want to see if we can get a little pop here, right above the EMAs, right? Take out the high, previous high. Kind of trap sellers thinking that we're going to go short here, but 111. If it comes back to like 111, I'll probably be out because I want to see it move like now. I don't want to see it stall out. Yeah, see, no strength so far, right? Come on, come on, come on, pop. And this is the area that it kind of popped from last time. So all I'm doing is kind of playing into that, but we'll see. Right, when you look to the left, we had a reaction. If we can't hold to the low of this candle, I'm gonna be out. And then I'll look to reassess. All right. $111 would be like my validation point. If it gets to 111, I'll close. Because that means that it couldn't put in a higher high, right? Compared to the previous candle. Yep, so there you go. So I'm gonna close it. All right, so I'm pretty much break even, right? I'm up like $29. It happens. All right, so let's see what happens now, right? I didn't like the reaction there. I mean, I was up a little bit, a couple points, but I didn't like it. So are we gonna flush through this area to the downside? 15-minute chart. This is a 15-minute chart, right? It's not looking great. So I imagine we're probably gonna flush. There it is. So it's touching the low. So let's kind of see, right? Now it's important to check the higher time frame. So this is a 4-hour chart. So are we gonna get a dump? That's the question. Like, you had a retest on the 5-minute chart, EMA cross. So I am kind of watching that. And maybe this is a dump fest. Now, this is the level, right? Because my entry was like above the gray box, but this is the area, right? Like it needs to hold on a 5-minute chart. If we're gonna remain, if they're gonna reverse it back the opposite direction. Because if not, then I imagine we probably want to revisit down here like 26,000. Gonna wait and see what happens. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it could be a dumper. I agree. Yeah. Because I mean, I couldn't get the momentum that I wanted, right? I couldn't get it above. I think I was up like maybe like 5 points on that trade. Couldn't get it back above. So that's obviously a sign of weakness. So It looks like it wants lower. You got 17 seconds left on this candle. This is the 5-minute chart that I'm looking at. So, all right, we're right at this area. So the where this like kind of like swing low was, short-term swing low from like 1225. So now, you know what's gonna happen. That's what I'm waiting for. Here's the reaction, right? Back up. I haven't checked the 30-minute chart. So this is the 30-minute chart that's looking bearish as well so far. But it needs to hold. It needs to hold this short-term low of 26,083. If they're gonna continue to push it up, 26,083 is the short-term low on the 30-minute chart. So is it a flushy flush? You still got like 9 minutes left on this 30-minute candle. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, so that 83 level, that would be basically kind of like a swing low, right? That should hold if we're gonna remain in the uptrend. If that breaks, look out. Next stop 55. Yeah, it could be. Could be right on that. But this 38 level needs to break. Or sorry, 83 level needs to break. Like, because if not, then we're short term. All this is a retest to go higher. So that's why I'm kind of saying that, right? I want to see that level break. 83. And you're below both EMAs on the higher time frame chart, so all right, let's see. I might buy this. Yeah, I'm looking at a long. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I am. If I get in long, my stop is gonna be 83 because that's the low of the previous candle, but we'll see. This is the 5-minute chart. We're kind of hanging out in this area that we bounced from. That's why I'm saying that, right? So I can have a measured stop. Like that 83 would be, or sorry, 88 actually probably would be the stop, but I have not entered. So let me take this box off so you can kind of see what I'm saying on the 30 and see, and there you go, right? So it's right down there. So I haven't entered anything, and you might get a swipe of this low. 83 is basically when you look to the left here, like that 83 is like a swing low area, right? So that would have to be like the stop. So just kind of watching it. Because, and the reason why I'm saying that, like I said, because we put in a higher high. Now, it doesn't mean we won't flush through the floor. We could flush through the floor. I mean, but we were able to put in a higher high, right? Like, price pushed up, came down, higher low, put in a higher high, came back down. So we'll see. Possible to gap fill or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. When is that gap fill gonna happen? I don't know, guys. All right, guys, we got 1,942 people watching right now. So hit the like button, guys. If you haven't, how many, Ginger? We got 789 likes, guys. So took 2 trades, 1 winning trade, 1 losing trade. So let's go. All right, here's the flush. Let me go back to the 5-minute chart. Yeah, it's not good. I mean, the doji candle right before the drop, that's kind of weird. Down to 800. First losing trade now? No, guys, I lose trades all the time. It's just that it doesn't mean you're going to be red for the day. It happens, right? I think I was up like 5 points on that trade. I didn't like the price action, so I closed it. It happens. Not going to win every trade. I'm trying to frame the next trade. That's the thing. So, like, we're right in this area where we bounced the last time. But however, we're below the 14 and 50 EMA on the 15-minute chart. We're below 14 and 50 right now on the 30-minute chart. But is this a reaction back up? That's the question. Are we looking at the same chart? Hope so. Let's go. What up, D-Money? Hope all is good, bro. Yeah, Chameleon00. Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you? Now you don't use VWAP, but we... No, you don't. Oh, okay. I got you, John. Yeah, don't use VWAP, but we're below it. Yeah. Yeah. All right, this would be... All right, in all honesty, guys, this would be like, this is the area. The 82 area for me needs to hold if I'm short-term bullish. That area needs to hold. Because if not, we're going to retest probably the 50 level and back down to 16. So that's why I'm kind of calling that level out. And that's based off the 30-minute chart, right? This is the area that I'm kind of seeing on the chart. We're getting a reaction right now back up. So... just being a little patient. How much am I up for the day? Yeah, I didn't trade the open today, Ras. I had my daughter, I had to drop her off at daycare. I'm only up, hold on 1 second. Yeah, I'm only up 245 per account right now. So trying to see if I can get the next trade framed out. So just being patient. Because the reason why I'm saying that, chat, we have 1 minute and 40 seconds left on this 30-minute chart. So I'm trying to be a little patient to see if we're gonna kind of break through this level with conviction, or are we gonna yoke back up to the upside? Yeah, I had a good time with my daughter. I appreciate that, man. Hey, she's about to be 2, and I was telling Ginger before the stream that the terrible 2s are already here. Trust me, she's getting into everything. It's crazy. But she's only gonna be this age once, right? So you have to like keep that in mind and like try to cherish like everything. So what do you do? Why don't I trade gold? Just never got into it. Never got the flow of it, I guess. Inspirational WD Money and W Father. Hey, I appreciate that. So yeah, I'm just waiting, guys. I'm trying to see if this is gonna hold. Like, this is like kind of like my line in the sand if I'm a bull. Cause like what I'm saying is this could be like a higher low on the higher time frame, right? Being put in for more upside. So that's why this is, you know, I'm saying this is a critical area. If we flush through this 26,083 level, then that's not good if I'm a short-term bull, because we're probably gonna obviously go a lot lower, right? So waiting for the close of this candle. You got 4 seconds left. It's closing bearish. It's closing basically right at this level. Another doji. Yeah, what time frame are you referring to? 5 minute? See, you see what I'm saying, chat? Like how we're kind of bouncing out of this level. So can we get like back up with some conviction? Took a quick stab at a buy, guys. Real quick off that level, trying to see if we can get up again, right? And I'll probably close it if we hesitate, but I want to see a stab above the 14 EMA. Give it a second. There you go. There you go. Nice, nice, nice. There you go. All right, so I'm gonna close it there because it's kind of hesitating. I'll wait for the close of this 5 minute candle and I'll go from there, right? Because we're right at the EMA. We're right at the EMA, so that's why I'm closing it, right? We're right at it. See how you get that reaction back down? So that's why I close it, right? Because I know that area, if we're gonna remain bearish, it should hold, right? So I'm not gonna get married to it. All right, so quick little scalp there. Up, what, like 300 almost per account. And I'll wait for this candle to close and we'll see what happens. Bounced off VWAP. Yeah, it's gonna bounce off something. I can tell you that. So this area, it like, for me, it needs to hold. Critical area, right? Critical area. And you might get it, if they're gonna push it, you're probably gonna get an explosion to the upside to trap sellers, right? At VWAP. Yeah, Macy, I trade how I trade, right? I don't have anything against VWAP. I just trade how I trade, that's all. To each his own. New 5 minute candle. So this will be like where they would trap, right? Like if they're gonna kind of flush it down. Right off the EMA, you had a retest. User, this is not good for anybody's eyes. Yeah. Showman Stewie, what's up? How are you? Just trying to make a little money. Took 3 trades, right? 2 winning trades, 1 losing trade. Quick scalp on that last trade. So I'm trying to see what's gonna happen here. So all right, let's go to the 15-minute chart. Looks like rejection so far, back inside of that little critical area I was talking about. So got to be a little careful, right? I want to see price basically get back above the 14 and 50 EMA if I'm a bull. No, Rasmus, I'm copy trading 3 accounts. So when you see 6 on the chart, or sorry, in Tradeovate, that's actually divided by 3 accounts. My max size is 2 contracts per account. I wouldn't trade 6. Let's go. Choppy, girl. Oh man, you gotta love it. All right, so close outside of that range. Higher high was put in, but we're right back in it. All right, we got 2,017 people watching the stream live, guys. So do me a favor, hit the like button if you haven't. We're at 913 likes, and we got over 2,000 people watching right now. So potential bear flag. Yeah, I'm not sure. Just waiting, because 5-minute chart. Can we break out of this range? All right, so the last time we were here, we were able to basically we went up 77 points. So that's why I'm being cautious, and like I like the reaction that I'm seeing, not gonna lie, to the upside. You can copy trade Lucid and Apex, but if you're using Tradeovate Copier, you need to open like separate tabs on your screen, and then make sure that you switch back. Make sure your trade copier is on when you're switching between Apex and Lucid, because if not, then you're going to be trading one account at a time. I've done that on stream. Let's go. Hope it breaks up. Ready to take some trades? Yeah, I know. I mean, the selling pressure right at the end of that, going into the close of that 4-hour candle, right? I mean, a lot of times you'll get a reaction back the opposite direction. Doesn't always happen, but a lot of times. So D-Money, you're so good of a trader. Why don't take the risk and do some more contracts? Because I know myself. I'll be honest with you. You got to know yourself as a trader. And if I go bigger in size, then I don't trade the same. I'm just being honest. 2 contracts for me is plenty. $213 away from passing a 50K Lucid eval. Come on, D, help a brother get there. Let's go. Well, I mean, I'm liking what so I want to see us kind of break out of this area with some conviction. Either direction, right? Up or down. So, and I'm talking about that gray box, to be honest, that I kind of drew. Yeah, George, I answered you already. Yeah, you can copy trade, but you have to use separate tabs on Tradeovate. So one tab will be Apex and one tab will be Lucid. So you would have to open up 2 different tabs to be able to do that. Just a heads up. Is it flagging? Yeah, see, the problem is that when I kind of looked to the left and I saw, all right, so 30-minute charts rejecting so far off the 50 EMA, you had a reaction down, but that could be a trap. So if I'm in a buy right now, my stop needs to be 94 because that's the previous candle's low based off how I trade. So just kind of, I'm being patient though, because I feel like the momentum is coming. Just got to be a little patient, right? Bear flag break. Yeah, I mean, it could. The funny thing is you know what's cool though, chat? Is that we all could be looking at the same price action, but we could be looking for something totally different. That's just how it is. Yeah, definitely momentum coming. I need to always watch the stream though to stay paid. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, all right, so we do have as of right now, we do have a bearish EMA cross, which is not great, right? If I'm bullish, that's downside, that's bearish momentum. But I am playing into the theory that the last time we were in this area, we had a reaction to the upside. So that's why it's a little tricky. This could be a trap. It's looking extremely weak on the 30-minute chart. But you got a lot of time left, so I'd rather be racing Baja right now versus trading chop. Yeah, I know. Sometimes, guys, the price action is not always going to give you what you want, right? I mean, unfortunately. But I mean, I took three trades, 2 winning trades, 1 losing trade. You know, so I'll take it as it comes. All right, so here we go. Here's the action. Let's go. So we're below. All right, so we finally broke down. And you gotta love it too, right? It's like 25 points already on the drop. Current 15-minute candle. Yeah, I'm not trading. So guys, I tried to get in the tournament. I couldn't get in. I tried and it kept saying like, use a different card or something. So I got frustrated. It looks like PW's killing it though. I think he's up like what, 59,000, 60,000. So yeah, I'm not in the Tradeify tournament. Tried to get in, but couldn't get in. It looks like I wasn't the only one because I saw comments with people like that couldn't get in. So I don't know. I tried. All right, so Jerome, max your card. It wasn't the card, guys. I promise you that. Javon, 2 winning trades. I love your show. Thanks. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Just trying to make a little money. Yeah, I know. I see the rejection. I do see that. You had a retest and a rejection. No wick at the bottom on a previous 5-minute candle. That would have been a nice short. So. And we also, so what I'm keeping in mind, we're coming up on the close of this 15-minute candle, right? But all right, so look at the reaction on this 15-minute candle right now. Let's go. Gotta love it. 20 point wick to the downside so far. Telling you. So yeah, that's why I said this is a little nasty, right? This price action is a little nasty. So gotta kind of 15-minute is gonna close bearish, it seems so far, but you have a long wick at the the bottom, and then you got a decent sized wick at the top of the candle. So, which is indecision, right? Over 20 point wick at the bottom. So are we gonna get a retest up and then a rejection? We're right back inside of that range. So yeah, this is not good. This is not great price action. Right back up. I can guarantee you a lot of people probably got short at 71 and they're down 30 points right now in drawdown because they probably got yoked at the end of the candle. So that's why I'm kind of, all we're doing right now, we have not closed so far below that gray box, which is like weird, right? We haven't closed below it. We closed back in it. So they're either gonna yoke it back in the opposite direction to trap sellers, or there's a big dump coming, right? 110 is like that area where I'm like kind of watching to see if they yoke it, which would be the 14 EMA. Wouldn't be surprised based off that reaction on that candle. And that would trap sellers, right? Kind of like thinking that, oh yeah, here's the short, and then they go the opposite direction. Who knows what power hour is gonna, right? Because power hour is coming up. All right, so let's see what happens here. All right, so I'm looking to see how we hold here, because this is, so we're at the top of this box, and that reaction on a 15-minute candle or previous 5-minute candle tells me there's some buyers, but a little tricky area. If we get a nice push up, then might be a pretty violent trap for sellers, and I would see maybe the 50 EMA on a 5-minute chart, 122 could be in play, but it needs to like push right out of this area, out of this gray box. What market is this? This is NQ. And I hope you don't get stuck in his range, chat, right? That's the thing, like, give me something. Right back up. So if you're short, you probably got stopped because previous 5-minute candle back to the upside, that's 37 points. So you might have got stopped if you were short. Trappy trap action. $15-minute chart flipping red, yeah. 15-minute candle, you're saying? Yeah, and look at, I mean, you had a wick at the top and the bottom, so that's indecision. There's a lot of indecision right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they push it higher, but crazier things have happened, right? I mean, this could be the sell-off. But if everybody's anticipating a sell-off, what normally happens? They snap it the opposite direction. So all right, so let's see if we can get back above. What I'm waiting on is, because obviously clearly we're kind of like hanging out in the range, right? So not gonna force anything. This is the 1 hour chart. Believe it or not, guys, the 1 hour chart. Nice size wick at the bottom. But it is bearish. So it's below the, something's gonna happen. Something's coming. So we're gonna get a flush or, right? Something's coming. Big pump to the upside. And I almost feel like they would love to trap sellers here. Could be wrong, but. This is the current 15-minute chart. And we're back on the 5-minute chart. So let's see if we can get above the 14 EMA and get a close. The Dodgers victory parade is more interesting than this price action. Let's go. Is that today? They're doing a parade today? Well, baseball's over. Yeah, I mean, it's not much to do right now, right? We gotta wait. We gotta be patient. Gotta see if this area holds or if it gets rejected. I mean, if I'm a bear, I don't like that this price. I don't like the wick on this, like I said, right? Almost 25-point wick. That's not encouraging if I'm a bear. So Sleepy Mocha parade has been going on all day. Nice. Yeah, I'm in Florida, guys, so obviously, you know, I'm happy the Dodgers won, though. I like Ohtani. Do you watch NBA? Yeah. The Lakers, guys, the Lakers are 5-2 without LeBron. Let's go. This will explode to the upside. That's what I'm thinking, but could be wrong. Not sure. Gonna wait. We're coming up on, I mean, look at the wick on this 1 hour candle. This looks like it's trying to close as a as a pin bar or hammer, right? So I would be cautious. This is not what I want to see if I'm a bear. I don't want to see on the 1 hour chart. I don't want to see a 44-point wick, 45-point wick. That's not great. And we're pushing. So I'm trying to frame a buy, guys, to be honest, based off what I'm seeing. And my stop would basically probably be 96 if we can close above the 14 EMA. Got about 30 seconds left. So that's about an 18-point stop from here. I mean, I just see the 1 hour chart and I'm kind of like, you know, And maybe I wait until this candle closes, the 1 hour candle closes, give it like 5 minutes, right? Because that would be, it's pushing back. I mean, even above, it's above the 50 and it looks like it wants to go above the 14. But it could be building. Let me see. 96. All right, there's a push up. So yeah, I'm bullish, guys. So based off this price action, I would love to see this 1 hour candle close bullish. This is the 1 hour chart. I would love to see it close bullish. Above the 14 and 50 EMA, that would be great. And then I'm anticipating 166 and maybe even a shoot up to, who knows, right? In power hour, maybe a test of that 274 level. Hard to be bearish right now. Back above the EMAs on the 5-minute chart. D-Money, what's good? Let's go. Stephanie 7251. Hey, what's up? News coming in right now. What news are you referring to? I saw the Fed news that was coming out, or a Fed speaker, I think. I got Fox News on behind me. I don't see anything there. Yeah, I see a Fed speaker that was 2 o'clock. What news are you? Did I miss a news? Some news coming in? D-Money, I'm just trying to make some money. Let's go. Oh, the treasury estimates? Gotcha. All right, so yeah, what I'm waiting on, guys, is I want to close of this 1 hour candle to close bullish. Right now it's bearish, but that wick at the bottom is not great if I'm a bear, right? I mean, 50-point wick so far, that's not encouraging. Power hour with D-Money, my favorite time of the day. Just trying to make a little money. Let's go. Guys, we got almost 2,100 people watching right now. So if you haven't hit the like button, please do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, let's go. D-Money, I'm just joining. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. Yeah, I had a good weekend. Hope you did as well. I spent some time with my daughter. So what time is power hour? Yeah, it's coming up right now at 3 o'clock. 3 to 4 is power hour. Eastern time. So is it Julu? Right? How do you pronounce it? Julu? I can pronounce Julu. Let's go. Sharon? I feel like that's right. Did I see Jerome over the weekend? No, I hate that guy. What are her favorite things to do at 2 years old? She loves going to, so there's a kid, I live in downtown Fort Lauderdale. There's actually a kids museum, like art and science museum, like kind of deal. So she loves that. Basically getting into anything that she can get into and cause a mess. She likes throwing clothes everywhere, toys everywhere. Jerome just needs some love. Well, hey, we're supposed to be family and this guy trying to take my job. So I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, VJ's good. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, VJ's pretty good. Here comes reversal. Yeah, I mean, that always happens. We got about 10 seconds left. So let's see how this candle closes out. Right now it's closing as a bearish pin bar, but it's still closing with a long wick at the bottom. The wick was 50 points roughly, give or take, right at the EMA. 5-minute chart still bullish. Look at the 30-minute chart. So I would want to see a yoke like hard up to like 138. But the problem is there's no retest, like, right? Like, so it's still like a tricky, this is like tricky price action because there's no retest. 15-minute chart, you're right at the EMAs. So this is a little, I would want like more of a retest. 5-minute chart, yeah. I mean, is this candle gonna close above the 50 EMA? Jerome, he was your teacher, is that true? Man, that guy Jerome, you can't, this guy, man. Jerome taught everybody to let him tell it. All right, so this is a little tricky spot because 1 hour chart didn't close bullish, it closed bearish, but it had a long wick at the bottom. We're automatically retesting right now. So and I'm kind of talking about these wicks, right? So this, you know, how deep is this retest going to be? That's the question, if we're going to push higher. So as a scalper, I'm trying to get in at the cheapest price. You got a bearish EMA cross. So waiting for a little bit. I'm so ready for, Kenny, I'm so ready for a clear trend day. You're not the only one. Yeah, it's just hard, like right now. If we close back below the 14 on this 5-minute candle, then, you know, technically we need to hold it, right? We need to hold this if we're gonna kind of keep that momentum to the upside. Yes, 5 minutes is clear. D-Money, have you ever thought about trading the bounce off the 50 EMA to the 14? It happened multiple times. It just happened again. Yeah, sometimes. But it was the close of a 1 hour candle, so I try to give it room, you know, when a 1 hour candle is closing. So that's the only issue. But yeah, sometimes. It just depends. The shorts this morning was the paper one and check. Yeah, I saw that. And and honestly, chat, that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes you get great price action in the morning and then you get choppy chop in the afternoon. Last week, I think it was better price action in the afternoon. It was consolidation in the morning. After, like, you would get like a little move in the morning and then it would consolidate the rest of the day. So this 5-minute candle is closing indecision. It seems like you got about 20 seconds left. 2,138 people watching, guys. So do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And let's see if I can frame this next trade. Kind of consolidating right now, right? So if it's gonna fall off the cliff, that's fine. At least they'll pick a direction and I can kind of join the party. Need to be, obviously, for bullish momentum, we need to bust above this 50 EMA, right? Like if I'm a short-term bull, based on how I trade, I want to see us back above 120.75, and then we'll probably go up and challenge 158. So this will be like the level if we can get up here. But right now we're rejecting, so. And was that news chat? So somebody put in the chat that the news, so was the news positive? Was it negative? They'll be scared to take a trade. Right now we're stuck in the middle of the EMAs. That's why I'm kind of waiting, because like if this current 5-minute candle flushes, then it could be a short. And new lows could, in a session could be in place. So this is a little tricky area. I'm waiting for more information. That's just how it is. Current 15-minute chart looking bearish. Right, so it looks like they want more downside pressure. So I'm seeing rejection right now, right? That's what I'm seeing. So current 5-minute chart looking weak. It's rejecting off the EMAs so far. 1-hour chart looking weak. So these little yokes back up is not right. You have to be cautious. You have to be careful. See how we're getting the reaction back to the upside. So what I'm waiting for, I'm trying to, if I can get a 5-minute candle close bearish, but this is that nasty price action that was happening in the morning the other day. See, like these wicks, these little 10-15 point reactions back up. Let me see. Let's see what happens here on the close of this candle. Sweeping lows. Yeah, it could. I'm looking to join. If that's the case. 15-minute candle, and that's what I'm saying, right? We got about a minute left, so I'm waiting. The 15-minute candle, previous candle was bullish. So that's why I'm kind of saying, right? Previous 15-minute candle was bullish. So let's see what happens here. Waiting, we got about 30 seconds. So if they close this back inside of the EMAs, then it's definitely a chop like kind of deal going on, right? No wick on the candle. 122. So if I'm in a short, my stop needs to be 122. No wick on the top of this candle. See, we can flush through. This is why I'm saying, guys, like, it's not all right, let me measure this out for short. 15-minute candle, got 3 minutes left. So if I want to get short here, my stop needs to be above 122. And what am I looking at? Why it's a little tougher than I think people are realizing is because you had a reaction here back to the upside that happened, right? So from the low that was put in to the high, 60 points. Previous 15-minute candle was bullish. So you almost want to wait for this candle to flush if it's gonna flush and then try to short the retest down. That's what I'm thinking, which would almost confirm an EMA cross to the downside. Honestly, just wait for a break of the lows or just trade the chop. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So and there it is. 108. D-Money, what spot is PW on the leaderboard for the Traderfi Cup? I'm not sure. I think his tweet earlier said he was in the top like 10 or top 12. That was the last tweet I saw. I'm not sure where he's at currently. I think he made like $60,000 or maybe more. I'm not sure. 2,165 people watching, guys. Do me a solid, hit the like button if you're not subscribed. Let's go. So this is why I was saying, right? So if it's a chop day, you gotta trade the ranges. Yep, nasty action. So what I'm looking at here too, is this like a higher low being put in to push higher, believe it or not, because you had a higher high. Just trying to wait for a next setup that's clear, because it's not exactly clear right now. Need a nice sell-off. Yeah. We got over 1,000 likes, 1,100 likes. Hey guys, I appreciate that. I really do. I wish it was a little better price action, guys. I'm not gonna lie, but I can't control that. And it's Monday. So I took like what, 3 trades, 4 trades? 3 trades, I think. 1 losing trade, 2 winning trades. Yeah, that's why Soccer Mom, NQ Soccer Mom, that's why I didn't like pull the trigger, to be honest. But I do like the rejection. I mean, see, like this is what I'm talking about. Look at the push right back up. So now, if I'm bearish, we need to hold 124. That's the previous 15-minute candle's high, right? We should hold, like, we should not break back above 124. All right, took a quick short, guys. In a short. Let's see what happens here. If we can get a flush through like 78. Moving my stop to break even, because it's probably going to yoke right back up. Oh, man, you got to love it. You got to love this price action, man. So 5-minute charts here. And this is pretty much, guys, just trading the range. Like, there's not much, you're not gonna, as of right now, we're not getting much action. So I'm just kind of shorting basically off the 14 EMA. And if I would have held that trade a little longer, I probably would have picked up 18 points. This is the kind of price action we're getting, right? So that's, and I was looking at the 15-minute chart, basically kind of shorting as close as I could to the EMA and then trying to ride it down, but we're bouncing right back up. So 124 needs to hold if I'm a bear. That's just how I trade, right? Previous high, the 15-minute candle should hold. A low was put in already, but why are we bouncing back up? Chop, chop. This could be a trap to go higher, in my opinion. So, let's see. $20-point stop. Yeah, I did. Yep. I had to. It retraced, guys. Had to close it. Small profit. And I'm glad I did, because look at what's happening. I was up like 10 points real quick, almost 10 points, and then it started retracing. And look at the wick that's forming on the 5-minute candle. So to me, this looks like a higher low being put in, short-term higher low. So let me erase this, right? It looks like this is a higher low being put in, meaning that they're gonna push it all of a sudden up to 160. So far, unless we get like a spike to the downside. I'm kind of seeing like they're building some nastiness, too much indecision. Yeah, it's nasty right now, guys. There's nothing wrong with not taking a trade. I'm gonna just say that, so because it's until you get a clear direction. Yeah, like Minnie says, D-Money, you should start watching ES like PW. It helps a lot sometimes. Yeah, I mean, guys, however, if that's what if that's how you're gonna trade it, that's fine. I used to have that on my chart. I used to have VWAP on my chart. And for me, guys, I literally would get too caught up in what ES is doing, too caught up in where price is concerning the VWAP, and I would forget about price action and lose trades. So that's why I always say to each his own, right? Because to be honest, ES could be pushing higher right now. It doesn't matter. Like NASDAQ is still stuck in the range, like, right? Until it gets out of this range, like, I mean, and what I mean by that is sometimes there's a lag time. So even if ES is pushing higher, it doesn't mean NASDAQ is gonna push higher right away. And what I made the mistake of basically thinking that it would push higher right away, if that makes any sense, and then I would get caught because NASDAQ would drop 30, 40, 50 points and then push higher. Yeah, right now it's kind of holding, so being a little patient. Yeah, guys, like it's trading is your own like thing, right? Like you got to have your own system, and I don't knock you guys. If you guys have been tuning into the stream, you know that already. Like I'm not here to knock anybody's trading style, what works, what doesn't work. I'm just trading how I trade. That's it, right? I'm not saying that you can't make money with VWAP. I'm not saying you can't make money with RSI or MACD or whatever. Or, So I'm not here to knock anybody else's style. There's no right or wrong. It's whatever you're comfortable with. It's whatever you like. Where's Jerome when you need him? Let's go. Yeah, it's trading style is like dieting. It's finding which one works best for your personality. Yeah, I agree. And like I said, guys, I'm not the guy that's going to tell you that, this is not going to work or whatever you're using is not going to work. I'm basically telling you, like, find something that works for you. And if it works for you, that's fine. I just want to see momentum, right? I mean, it's like, look at the 5-minute chart. Like, if we're going to drop, like, what's taking us so long? Oh, man. Because like every sell-off is being bought right back up. That's the hard part. Like every sell-off, if you enter at the wrong area, you're gonna be down 17, 18, 20 points. So yeah, I wanted to be a short. I agree. And I want new lows on the session because we're below the EMAs. We got a bearish EMA cross. All right, let's see. 15-minute chart. This is the 15-minute chart. All right, so all right, took a sell, guys. My stop is going to be 113. Trying to see if we can get through this area and tap at least 66. And my stop is basically above like 1350, which is the previous candle's high, right? Let's see what happens. Up about 130 bucks so far. Let's see. Come on, baby. Pop through, pop through. So my take profit is going to be 66.25. And we're probably going to chop again. So I want to see us flush now, right? And if we re-challenge that EMA, I'm going to have to close. Yep, see? This is what I'm saying, guys. So I'll probably... Let me... 1350? All right, 1350. So let's keep an eye on it. $64 is a take profit if it can do that, but it's rejecting the entire move. So let's kind of see where we end up. I'm gonna give it room to the previous candle, 124. I'm down like 5 points right now. So I'll keep you posted on that. I'll switch back and forth like I always do. Entry was 96.50. 96.50, right? So but I don't want to see it back above basically the 114 level. And it's not looking great right now. So hoping for what I would like to see, obviously, is we flushed at 66.50, right? We going down. Yeah. Well, that's what I would like to see, but I don't like the wick on this current candle. So I am watching that. I might end up closing because it's chop fest. Like I want to see us fall through the floor, because like the way that I trade, right, momentum trader, there shouldn't be this many retests like of the EMA. Everything has a long wick on it. Down 220 bucks. All right, let's look at the higher time frame. So this is what I'm kind of looking at, right? The 30-minute chart. Got to be careful too because it closed green. The previous candle was green. So that might not be good as well because, yep. So, all right. My stop, guys, is, I don't want to see us back above the previous candle's high, 111. Down 200 and about 300 bucks. So we get a pop up, that's not great, and I'll probably have to end up closing it because I don't want to see us. I want to see us drop, and that's what I was saying, right? Every sell is basically being brought right back up. So not gonna win every trade, and this one's not looking great, to be honest. I don't like this candle so far, 15-minute candle. See if we can get a flush. All right. Come on, baby. All right, so let's see if this is it, right? Let's see if we can hit 66, which would be about a 30-point trade. I'm aiming for this level. I don't know if it's gonna get tapped or not, but if we can get down there, that's what I'm looking for, right? That 66 area. So we'll see. Flush like, flush this like the giant turd that it is. Yeah, I agree. Let's go. Come on, baby. All you can do now is let the trade ride, right? That's it. Put it on, let it ride. Let's see if we can get down there to 66. There's 91. $89. Come on, baby. And there's a yoke. So that's what I'm saying, right? It's kind of like as soon as it gets momentum, they yoke it back the other direction. So let's see. $15-minute chart. $94. Yeah, it's look so they're rejecting this area, guys, down here, and that's not great. So probably gonna have to end up closing if they can't get. All right, here we. If they can't get it, if they can't keep it like below this gray box, then that's not great for bears. I want to see like a flush. There should be no reason at this point, right? We waited. So I want to see us like just trap buyers here who maybe they got long and then it just flushes through the floor. $66.5. We don't see it. We see it. Don't see it, huh? D-Money killing it. Flush. Yeah, I wanted to break it. Yeah, I wanted to break below this gray box with momentum and basically trap the buyers up here. But every time it's basically rejecting back up. So that's not great. I want to see a strong reaction to the downside. That's what I'm referring to. And sometimes you kind of, all right, come on, let's go. 66. Come on. Somebody said something about Jerome. All right, I'm gonna close it, guys, probably because it's reacting back up. So let me close that. So as you guys saw, it was like, what, 10 points? Not gonna get married to it. It's frustrating, not gonna lie. So, because it keeps as soon as it hit the bottom of the gray zone, it bounced right back up. So I'll wait for probably a break of the gray box and I'll probably re-enter. This will be the first candle that can close below this gray box. And that's gonna frustrate me even more now because I closed it, but it is what it is. Here it comes too, right? Here it comes. Yep, there it is. Gotta love it. All right. No wick at the top of this current 5-minute candle, which is kind of weird. Is it gonna retest 100 before dropping? Yeah, I'm just frustrated. I appreciate that though, but yeah, it just, cause like the price action, right? It's like you want it to move fast and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, that's trading. It's probably gonna hit my, I wanna, if I can get it back, and it's probably not gonna do it, but cause like now my stop would have to be 100 and I don't really want to give it 20 points, but I might have to. If I get back in. Haha, shit crash out. Nah. I mean, it still was a winning trade, so I'm not gonna crash out, but. All right, and if you guys noticed, right, 71 was the, and that's probably it. It's probably gonna yoke all the way back up. Yep. It'll probably yoke all the way back up to trap some people. All right, so now I'm gonna be looking for the next short if I can get it. Let me see. Right off the EMA, which is like that 102 level possibly. Let me see. Still a good call, D. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was a good call. You can't call them exactly, right? So, I mean, so I wouldn't be surprised if, all right, here's that snap, right? So this is what I was saying. You got to be careful in this area. Here's a snapback. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get, all right, so I'm trying to frame the next short, guys, to be honest. Hold on 1 second. Let me look at this. I mean, that's like what, 4 trades, 1 losing trade, 3 winning trades. I'll still take it, guys, but if this was a better session, it would have probably fell through the floor, but look, it's right back up. If you guys took that original short, drop a W in the chat. We got 2,137 people watching. Let's go. And this is, I'll be honest, guys, this is an ideal price action. This is nasty price action. I'm just saying, right? So took like 4 trades, called out 3 winning trades and 1 losing trade. So just trying to make a little money. So now is this area gonna hold, right? It should reject. If they're gonna remain short-term bearish. But look at what's happening. We're right back. Let's go. Gotta love it. And that's reacting basically, right? When you look to the left, the last time we were in this area, we had a pump up to 125. So you have to kind of like be aware like of these spots. Time to short again, LOL. The last 15 is gonna be crazy volatility. Yeah, more than likely. When you right, you right. I mean, I would love a short, to be honest, down to like 15 level, 2015, if they're gonna flush it. And that's just saying that like we're gonna reject the EMA because we've already been here, right? Like there should be no reason why we kind of go higher. But with this knee-jerky price action, you got to be careful because they could snap it all the way back up now. Look at what's happening. Oh man, welcome to the Gucci Trap House. Gotta love it. Let's go. D-Money, I'm up 5,000 on the Tradify Cup today. Hey, congrats. That's cool, man. Back to green. Gracias. Hey, de nada. Let's go. Just trying to make a little money. Yeah, I want to see a collapse here, guys. It's like, I know my frustrating is not like I don't have a lot of energy behind it, but I am frustrated. I'm just, because it's like, how many times are we going to retest before falling through the floor, right? So that could be a sign that it's a trap and they're going to yoke the opposite direction. I mean, either way, took 4 trades, 1 losing trade, 3 winning trades. We'll take it. And this could be one of those days where like 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard comes and we're down like 200 points, right? Or something, like who knows? I don't know. I just feel like that those lows, like that 26,000, the EMA on the let me go back to the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, 50 EMA is sitting at like 25,000, like 888 is what I'm kind of like referring to. So, but who knows? Because the previous 4-hour candle has a long wick at the top and the bottom, so that's indecision. So that's not great. So that's why in this kind of price action, you got to take what you can get. The 15-minute candle is looking juicy for longs. Yeah, it's building. I agree. Got a minute left. Unless it rejects and goes back inside of that box. Because if it goes back inside, that's not great. But yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the wick at the bottom. That's what I'm saying. Every pretty much drop has gotten bought and right back up. 25-point wick to the downside. So maybe that's what they wanted before reversing it, right? 5-minute chart. You know, right back above the 14 EMA. So yeah, so this right now, guys, if this 5-minute candle closes like this, That's not great if I'm a bear, because you wanted to see it reject. Now, I'm not saying the next candle can't reject it, but you don't want to see this kind of price action, to be honest. If you see profit, take it. Yep. Hey, I agree. In this kind of price action, I agree. Is it a buy? I wouldn't. I mean, 5-minute candle has some strength right now. I mean, the 15-minute candle closed with some strength. I mean, bullish momentum. We're still below the EMAs on the 15-minute chart, but you do have a bullish hammer. So yeah, somebody said look at the daily, crazy price. Yeah, look at the daily chart, guys. This is why, like, when you guys see me sometimes and I'm scalping and I'm closing out for 10 points, and some people in the chat are like, why are you closing for 10 points? Because there's days where the price action doesn't make sense, like based off the higher time frame, and there's nothing wrong with taking what you can get. But like, we're rejecting right now. So was that a trap to go short? I mean, your stop would have to be back below it would have to be above the 14 EMA. So that 112 area would have to be the stop loss. Seeing if we can get down to like 2015. Because it would be like a flush, right? You would have to anticipate like a flush. And that's probably what's happening, to be honest. So 66. So remember, guys, my original take profit was 66, right? And we got down to 71. So is this gonna fall through the floor, or is it gonna reverse? Reverse. I don't know, guys. I feel like it's gonna dump, but I could be wrong, because I feel like that high should have. So whenever I see this on NQ, I see a flush coming, because they just trap basically buyers, right? So now what would they do to trap people? They'll flush it through the floor. So just be careful. In a quick short, because I've seen it before, guys, right? So now I'm gonna see if I can get that level. If it starts to kind of push back up, I'm gonna close really quick, so I'm not gonna hold this. But I feel like that was a trap to go lower. And I want 66, but we'll see if we get it. If not, I'm gonna close. So if I don't like the price action, I'm gonna close, and I don't like it right now, so I'm kind of watching it. If it forms a top wick, I'm out. Yep, I'm out. So I'm closing now. And some of these trades are fast, guys, and that's only because of what's going on with the price action. So I apologize, but I can't hold and like kind of go through all of them at the same time. So now let's see what happens here. Hold on 1 second. Yep, there's the flush. I just see 66. I mean, I just feel like 66 is gonna get hit. And any second. Now it's gonna do it. Yeah, I know. Last 10 minutes. Yeah, somebody put that. I agree. They're saving it for, they're saving the fireworks, guys. Napster 3, you trade better than me? Hey, congrats, man. I never said I was the best trader. But I'm just trying to make a little money. Thanks for tuning in to the stream, though. Velvo's tick, yeah. But you chop it, don't get me wrong. Yeah, guys. You guys, I mean, maybe it's your first time tuning in. I'm not sure. But guys, I'm a humble guy. I'm happy to be here. This is my dream job. So I'm gonna take what I can get in a market like this. Took multiple trades, guys. So took 4 or 5 trades, only had 1 losing trade. So I mean, yeah, I know the price. I know it sucks. So guys, listen, you know what I had to learn a long time ago? Don't compare yourself to other traders, and don't be ashamed to take profit if you're comfortable with like your profit, because on a day like today, guys, in this session, every drop that's happening is basically getting bought right back up. So if you're not taking profit, you're going to end up losing on a trade, right? Because it's choppy. So there's nothing wrong with that. I think Jerome got arrested for dumpster fire. Let's go. What's the red car behind me? Yeah, that's a RWB Porsche. That's 1984 RWB Porsche, PW's Porsche, and then he has a the red, 95, and then the Ferrari, Ginger, and then there's a Ferrari back here. What time frame is this? Well, I mean, this is on a 5 minute. So sorry, yeah, sorry about that, chat. I clicked the wrong one. So this is the 5 minute chart. But see, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, every drop is getting bought right back up. And what I mean by that is, if you shorted at the bottom of the candle, you're down 16 points right now, right? And it doesn't make sense, because you're trying to trade with the trend because you're thinking it's gonna break and put in the lower low, but the retest is just as much as the drop. And NQ does that a lot. Like when NQ is choppy, it does that a lot. So Did he let me drive it yet? Nah, not yet. I gotta work that into the conversation, chat. Let's go. Tim Hoffey, I think I'm learning to trade off retest versus looking for big candles. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? So sometimes those big candles are like a trap. Nothing's gonna be 100%, right? Nothing's gonna give you 100% win rate because that would be too easy. But sometimes the huge candles work because they're like momentum candles, but you still have to kind of almost trade them, I feel, like as a retest, because like where are you gonna enter? Do you enter at the close of the candle, or do you wait for it to retest before entering? You know what I mean? So it's like you still have to try to get some kind of decent stop loss. And this is what I was kind of like saying, right? So look at what's happening. So like, you would want price to move faster to the downside if it was gonna tank. That's the problem. That's like the hard part. So like if I short it, I mean, I can short it right now. My stop though, I would probably put it at 110. So I would have like a 20-point stop. That's the only issue, right? You got to give it like a 20-point stop, because if it snaps back above this little swing high, then I don't want to be short. And it's already pushing back up. You know what I mean? So it's like, sometimes you got to take what you can get, chat, and be happy with it, right? Hopefully tomorrow will be better price action. Yep, Wick City. Let's go. I mean, look at the 1 hour. Look at the 1 hour chart. So, all right. So if you're a support and resistance trader, you're kind of like, okay, the reason why we're having a hard time right now is because the last time price was in this area, we had a push back up, right? So like if I drew out like if I'm like a support zone area like trader, this is like an area of support. But like on an average day, a lot of times, right, we'll get a break, we'll get a collapse through this area, and we're kind of stalling, pushing right back up, right? Pushing right back up. So all we're doing right now is trapping sellers. We're trapping sellers right now. Because like I said, if your entry is not right, you're getting trapped. Thanks, DMONEY, be good. Hey, I appreciate that, man. If you're long and the candles are making higher low on 5 minute, do you raise your stop to previous candle? Yeah, exactly. So yeah, what I would do, John, is so yeah, if the market's in an uptrend, like on the 5 minute chart, and I would have to like show you like over here, because this is like the uptrend, right? Because it's like a bullish EMA cross. So like my stop would have to be, so say I entered like on this candle. Say I got in on this candle right here. So if I got in on that candle, on the close of that candle, like I will wait for a retest like close to the EMA, and my stop will be back below the low of that previous candle. If that makes any sense, right? Because if I know if price drops below there, I don't want to be in it right now. I would rather wait for, maybe they're doing a deeper retest, and then I can always re-enter. Yeah, guys. So right now this is Chop Fest, right? I mean, that's basically what it is. How much do you want to bet after hours and pre-market will be a no-brainer direction? Oh, of course. It always happens like that, right? But that's why, all right, so guys, I always try to keep it real and like be transparent. I can't, we can force a trade. I can force a trade right now. You can force a trade right now if you want, right? I can't, I'm not a financial advisor, guys, right? You can do whatever you want with your accounts, but you have to learn yourself. And I've tried like multiple shorts. I've had to close a few of them out early because as soon as it gets momentum, it yokes right back up to the upside. So that's not good. And it's frustrating because the more you kind of take a short, and then you know what'll typically happen on a day like this, guys? You'll get like one 5-minute candle that drops like 100 points out of nowhere, like literally. So you just got to kind of be content with what you can get. I took like 4 or 5 trades, guys. I took one losing trade. I'm not concerned, right? Like, I mean, sometimes that's just how it is. That's the market does what it wants. So maybe tomorrow will be better price action in the afternoon. I'm not sure. Yep, they pumped it right back up. Exactly. So guys, like my gray boxes that I kind of draw, it just kind of helps me as well. Like know that, okay, the last time we were in this area, we had a reaction back the opposite direction, right? And that's kind of like what we're doing right now. We're having a hard time. It's not saying that we can't break through this level to the downside, but you also have to kind of be aware that when you look to the left and you look at how price reacted the last time it was here, it was bullish. So that's why I'm not kind of holding. That's why I'm not holding these trades. Like if I don't like the price action or if it's not happening quick enough, I close it because I know that we're in an area where the last time we were here, it reversed. And look at what's happening right now. It's about to close above the 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart, which is bullish. Short covering, yeah. Nah, Devon Gonzalez. It just depends. I don't think it's necessarily a Monday thing. It just sometimes, I mean, the price action in the morning session I think was better today. I can see like shorts. Like if I look at the chart, I can see shorts played pretty decent. You had a couple, some nice trades for shorts, it looks like. And then you had actually buys after like 11. So, I mean, that's it. So 1G EL615, who has earnings today? So that was a question that I was gonna actually, let me check. Or like who has earnings? I know last week we had like quite a few companies. NQ Sopron, we had a huge move up. Yep, overnight too, exactly. And a lot of times, guys, that's why pallets. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I don't know. Do they still move? Do they move the market a lot? I don't really watch them. Like, but here's a push. So, yeah. See, and that's why I was kind of saying, right? Like, if you don't get that move, then it should have happened quicker, in my opinion. I wanted it to happen faster. And it didn't happen. So I'm looking, yeah, hopefully by the end of the week, I should be looking to request on Lucid. So Sammy boy. 50, 60 points, 50 to 70 point range. Yeah, I got you. Well, that's probably, I mean, this crazy thing is this candle is 36 points, 37 points. Short now inflation rate. Yeah, I'm not gonna, I mean, if it drops, guys, it drops. I mean, it is what it is. Do you, D-Money, do you wait for the 15-minute to be above the moving average if the 5 is above there? Basically, I'll kind of frame it, I think. So if you were watching the stream Friday, it was like a good example because I kind of moved my price targets up as price crossed above the 14 and 50 EMA, like on a 15-minute chart, on a 30-minute chart, on a 1-hour chart, right? So that's how I kind of play it. So obviously that cross is gonna it's gonna happen on the 5-minute chart first, right? So once a cross happens on the 5-minute chart, oh yep, Yeah, like you guys said, there's the pop. There's the pop. 50 points. Oh, man. So, yeah, guys. So, that's what the market was waiting for, right? Gotta love it. So that's why, like, if you're short, like, that's why, guys, I close, right? Because this is like the perfect example. If you were, and you had, I mean, the cool part about it, I mean, the EMA actually played, right? If you're an EMA trader, previous 5-minute candle close above the EMAs with some conviction, pretty decent sized wick at the bottom, and then you had that pops it upside with no drawdown, right? So doesn't always happen that way though, but it did this time. Quick 1,000, nice. I made 700. 12 accounts, $1,200, 2 accounts in 3 seconds. Do we still buy? Yeah, I'm not buying. That was market player. That was news, and look at the rejection. So this is why I wouldn't be buying right now, right? Because I mean, if you bought at the top, right now you're down 42 points. So traders are professional losers. That is. The game is also about good money management. Thanks, man. Hey, I agree. I agree, Raul. 8445. I agree with you, man. All right, guys. So hit the like button, guys. If you haven't hit the like button, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. Took a ton of trades, guys. So I think I took like 5 trades. So 1 losing trade, like 4 winning trades. A couple of them were quick scalps, but you know, I had to take what I can get in this kind of market. So Steven Rosario, what's up, man? Let's go. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna call it here. So I appreciate you guys tuning into the stream. They can land 22.92. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the support. James loves to trade. Love you, D-Money. Thanks again. Hey, I appreciate it. Devon, price action triggered me today. Yeah, it happens, man. And what I'll tell you is that, you know, try to learn from it. That's all you can do. Not every day is going to be perfect. D-Money keep being awesome. Hey, I appreciate that. Simon, see you tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys tuning into the stream. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get some follow through on the moves, because I felt like today we didn't get a lot of follow through, so I had to kind of scalp, and it's hard to do that. You know, and kind of pick your target. That's why I'm like, hey, I'll take 10 points all day long. So, but I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.